Neus was born into poverty, living without a home or family. Every day, he worked on other people's farms from dawn to dusk, carrying heavy baskets, plowing fields, and tending animals, dreaming of a life beyond the dirt and toil. He slept under the stars or in empty barns, with hunger gnawing at him and no one to care for him. Yet in those quiet hours, his imagination soared, filled with visions of invention and a better life. One evening, after a long day of labor, Neus discovered stories about Elon Musk. If Musk could achieve the impossible, why couldn't he? Neus began experimenting with scraps and simple tools he found on the farms. Villagers laughed and whispered, calling him foolish, but he ignored them and kept trying. Every attempt failed. Pieces broke, tools malfunctioned, and hunger distracted him. Yet Neus refused to give up, learning lessons from each failure. Even when mocked and ignored, Neus kept working in silence, believing that effort mattered more than approval. While working on others' farms, Neus carefully observed tools, irrigation methods, and patterns, learning without ever being taught. Using leftover wood, rope, and scrap metal, Neus secretly built his first simple device late at night. The device failed. It collapsed in his hands, but Neus didn't curse his fate. He studied his mistake. Neus remembered Elon Musk's journey, how failure was not the opposite of success, but part of it. At sunrise, Neus rebuilt the device, stronger, smarter, and more precise than before. Water finally flowed where the land had once been dry. For the first time, Neus smiled, not from pride, but from proof. The fields began to change, and so did the whispers. Farmers noticed better crops, but few knew who was behind it. One farmer finally asked Neus how the water flowed so perfectly. For the first time, someone listened. Those who once laughed now watched closely. Neus felt no anger, only focus. Even as his ideas worked, Neus still went to sleep hungry. Success had not arrived, but belief had. Neus didn't want comfort. He wanted transformation. Machines that could lift entire villages. With no school and no mentor, Neus taught himself through observation, trial, and endless patience. One morning, Neus made a choice. He would stop working for daily wages and start working for his future. With no money and no safety net, Neus sold his idea to a nearby village, promising results instead of guarantees. If he failed now, Neus would lose everything, including trust. When water surged across the land, the crowd went silent. Then cheers erupted. From that day on, Neus was no longer the poor boy. He became the one who builds solutions. For the first time in his life, Neus earned money, not from labor, but from ideas. It wasn't much, but it was honest. and it was his. Instead of spending the money on food or comfort, Neus bought old books, tools, and parts, fuel for his mind. Days blended into nights. Neus worked until his hands trembled and his eyes burned, driven by a future only he could see. Some nights, fear whispered louder than hope. What if this was all a mistake? Then Neus remembered why he started, not to escape poverty, but to prove it didn't define him. Word spread. Nearby villages began asking for Neus's help. Neus no longer worked alone. Others joined him, not as helpers, but as partners. Without realizing it, Neus had become what he once admired, a builder of the future. He thought of the boy with no home, no family, and no certainty, and felt gratitude, not pain. Neus understood something powerful. Limits are real, but they are not permanent. A boy with nothing didn't wait for luck. He built his way forward, step by step. If Neus could rise with no home, no family, and no support, what excuse do the rest of us have?